not doing bar dates in 2025.
Hear me out. You want a father, not a husband.
They're so focused on making the date go well that they forget that the point of the date is to figure out if you even like the person you're going on a date with.
We still have to be picked. We can't go to a guy and pick him. It just doesn't work that way.
Hot take, but can boys stop responding so fast, please? It's such an ick to me.
Okay, boys, write this down. It's icky to reply too fast.
Hearing it for the first time, he suffered through it for a long time.
Welcome back to Motor Life. Before I get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get all my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get into this.
I wish a man will look at me and be like, yeah, for the first date, let's go to the bar. Let's go grab a drink. Hi, beautiful ladies. Hi, caliber, beautiful, gorgeous ladies. We're not doing bar dates in 2025. That is crazy. For a man to look at you and be like, oh, let's go to the bar to try to get you tipsy. We're not doing that. I'd rather take a coffee date than sit there and accept a bar or go to the bar for a drink. Thank you.
Well, as you said, you'd rather take a coffee date. That's good because most are not willing to take a coffee date. But you recovered. When you said, I'll take a coffee date, I can't lie. I said, at least, because the coffee date is so a guy can get to know you. So at least she's willing to feel a guy out, see if he has a chance, see if he's a good candidate. That's good because that's what a guy's trying to see. Also, if a guy uses a drink date, he's probably trying to see how you're going to get when you're tipsy. It's not always to try to smash, right? Say you get tipsy, what happens is the truth. That's truth serum. So you start telling the truth, talking about how you slept with 2 guys in one night, talking about that one night you was drunk and had 10 guys, and yeah, the truth comes out. So that's what he's trying to do. Maybe you could have been trying to be fast and trying to get you, all out of sorts. Yeah, situation like that, don't date that guy. But a lot of times a man just wants you to expose yourself.
You want a father, not a husband. Hear me out. You want a father, not a husband. You want a father, not a partner. You want a father, not a covenant partner. You want a father, not a significant other. You want this significant other to embody everything that your father did not. And in that, sometimes, let's listen to comprehend, sometimes we expect so much out of this partner that we don't realize that we're trying to fill a void that we never healed from. And one of the things that I am learning is that my partner is not my father. My husband will not be my father. My husband will be the head, he will lead, but he is not my father. And I can't expect him to heal parts that were broken, trauma, whatever it is. I have to go to God about that. I have to get into therapy. I have to do the necessary things to heal. But to project your pain, your experience, your trauma on another human being and expect them to come and do all of these things your father should have done, or that you feel like your father should have done, is not fair to that person. And I think that a lot of people, just based off a lot of the comments that I'm reading on my videos recently, and just a lot of the disarray on the internet, it's a lot of broken people looking for fathers in their husbands and feeling like their significant others, husbands, boyfriends, whatever, can make up for the fathers when it's 2 different roles. I don't think it's wrong to want certain traits that your father had in a man. Usually we as women look at the man of the house, our father, and we take different traits for a partner. But again, your significant other, your husband, your man is not your father. Your father is your father. And your husband, your mate, your man is your husband, your mate, your man. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Or am I just thinking this in my car and I'm completely wrong?
No, you're right. A lot are broken. A lot have that father-daughter relationship that was broken, and they want a man to fulfill that, right? And that's why a lot of times girls go for older guys. But at the same time, your man is not supposed to make you responsible. That's what happens. A lot of guys get with a lady and then she has bad spending habits. She didn't grow up. Maybe she doesn't cook all the time. Those are things that should be embedded in you since you were a kid. Let me explain. Because when little girls are young, their mother and father will have them preparing for, and that's the thing, their mother and father will be around them, raising them, and instilling certain values in them, and it won't be missing. But what's happening is so many have it missing, and they don't know. They don't know that there's a problem. They don't see it. They don't know how to see it. Also, on top of that, a therapist, right? You can tell woman all day go to therapy, but a lot of times a therapist can't fix somebody with daddy issues, and that's what guys are experiencing. And I feel sorry for a lot of dudes out there, but sometimes it's best to find someone who is completely. I can't even say that because you can't find somebody that's done the work, because sometimes a therapist can't even fix the issue.
I have a theory around why so many amazing type A girls are single. And it's not because they don't deserve love or that they would make for really good partners or that they're ready for love. It's that they approach dating like any other goal they've had in their life or career. Let me explain. I'm going to call this theory type A dating. Basically, a type A girl goes on a date and treats that date like a goal that needs to be accomplished. Type A girls really like to be liked. Type A girls know how to make the date go well. Type A girls know how to say the right thing, do the right thing, dress the part. Through all of this, they're so focused on making the date go well and showing up and being the best date possible, just like they are in every other part of their life and career, that they forget that the point of the date is to figure out if you even like the person you're going on a date with.
We agree.
Type A dating is going into the date like it's a job interview. You crush the job interview, but at the end of the day, do you want the job? Like, do you want the person that you went on a date with?
No, what she's missing is type A girls, as she type A, right? They're modern women. They're modern women that feel they know it all. And they bring their masculine energy they use at work inside of their dating habits. So as you said, they're trying to crush the interview, but during the interview, she sounds masculine as hell. A man's listening to her. Maybe she slips up and says, "Oh, I expect this and I expect that of a man." So he sees, wait a minute, you expect, or I think a man should do this. Maybe you tell a story and you say, one time I was dating this guy and he didn't do this. So a man's listening. Now, if a man is smart, that's what he is doing during the date. He's listening, examining how you move, examining your mannerisms, examining if you're sweet or not, examining if you're considerate. Yes, men look for those things. And that's the job interview. And when you don't show that, men tend to leave. And what a lot of you don't realize is that more and more guys have emotional maturity. And you say you want it, but you don't understand a lot of guys that have that don't want to deal with you. The type A, as you call it, the modern woman, the masculine modern woman, they'd rather find somebody feminine.
Nothing has changed in terms of biology with men and women. I was telling my husband on the way here that all the successfully married couples, the guy was like, I want her.
Okay.
Judd Apatow, the director, saw Leslie Mann, said, that's my wife.
Oh, wow.
You know, Billy Crystal, that's my wife. Like in 2 seconds, they know who they want. Like the cavemen, they were like, I want her, you know. No matter how sophisticated we've gotten with our careers and we own condos and we run 5K races and, you know, whatever, we still have to be picked. We can't go to a guy and pick him. It just doesn't work that way biologically. The men are hunters.
And if they're not picking you, you're just going to be wasting your time.
Exactly. You can't make a man like you. You can't make him like you by being nice, by decorating his apartment, by paying, by sleeping with him.
Yes, and that's what so many bump into. And you hear them all the time. Oh, I want a guy like this, and he has to meet my standards. You have to meet his standards. That's facts. And what's happening is you hear a lot of people talk about the dating struggles that go through a lot of women, but you're not meeting the guy's standards. He looked at you the first go round and said, I don't want to marry this girl. I just want to what? Have a good time. And that's what's happened. A lot of girls are have a good time girls, not because the guy's a dirtbag, because he doesn't see the value in you. And men need to see that. Seriously, men do, or you're wasting your time.
Potential hot take, but can boys stop responding so fast, please? It's such an ick to me.
Okay, boys, write this down. It's icky to reply too fast.
Take note.
Are they a slow texter or are they just not that into you?
Oh, wait. Okay, no, do reply faster or else they'll think you're not into her. My bad.
Here's a PSA for all the single ladies. If a guy texts you back right away, or if he's messaging you nonstop all day, probably seems really flattering, right? But it's not. It means he has nothing else better to do.
Wait, okay, don't reply. They hate it.
Totally unpredictable.
Okay, wait, do reply as fast as you can.
Girl brain is if you text him and he texts you back right away, ick.
Maybe don't respond that fast?
Hey, I'm going home, gonna load my shotgun.
I don't know anymore. It appears your life is in danger no matter what. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I'm happy she did that. She showed what men see all day on the internet. So they wonder why men aren't approaching. Look at these TikToks. They're confusing. So if a guy's trying to watch TikTok and learn, you can't. See, I say this as a man, find a woman where it doesn't matter if you text her right away, because she's not playing games. She's dating with intention. She's showing you love with intention. She's giving you energy back. That's why all men know that nowadays. I see it all the time in the comments. Guys say, I only date women that want me, that really want me. Because if you're not doing that, you're wasting your time. Seriously. Because looking at all of these ladies making these TikToks, you'll be in a state of confusion. Same thing as these women going to sprinkle, right? Going to her TikToks, looking for advice. That's not going to work on men nowadays. For the most part, that's going to turn her in away. But they still following and wonder why they're single.
I don't know, baby. I'm not really. I don't know. Maybe next year. Next year.
You should get a boyfriend because you're so boring.
I don't need a boyfriend to be fun. What do you think? Okay. Well, taking my time. It's not at the top of mommy's priority list, you know?
Mom, you have clocks that
you
check the time and you can see how much time has passed. And you know how much time has passed until you have got a boyfriend.
Are you talking about my biological clock, like Kimmer was talking about? Or are you just saying, like...
Yes.
Yes, my biological clock is ticking. But I promise you that has nothing... Woo! Thank goodness we are at the complex because you have to get out of my car.
That's a smart little boy. I think maybe she's not with the husband anymore, and the husband, well, no, she's not with the maybe father anymore, and she's dropping him off. He's talking to him. That little boy is gonna grow up understanding about female nature. Seriously. Because he's talking like he's 15 years old. That's out of the mouth of babes. I'm telling you, these kids nowadays, they're smart. They're watching, learning. I won't be shocked. He watches podcasts. But you go to YouTube, go to his history. If she goes to his history right now, she's going to say, oh, who's that? More to Life YouTube channel? Not joke. But yeah, seriously, she's going to see something that he probably shouldn't be watching because he's a little bit young. But no, he should. He's learning. He needs to understand these things. His teenage years are going to come fast approaching. He probably needs this.
Did you all hear him when he said that men don't complain about how badly they are being treated, but women, we are like an exposed nerve. So toxic, so mean, so controlling. You all have heard it when a man is just being a man, when a man is just being straightforward, when a man is just getting to the point. So what does that mean, ladies? If you have a man and he opens his mouth to say, you know what, I didn't like that, it took him a long time to even get to that point. So if you have a man who is telling you, I didn't like that, you would be very wise to listen to him the first time. Because the fact that you're hearing it for the first time, he suffered through it for a long time and contemplated even saying anything for a longer time. Why? Ask me how.
Yeah, that's how men are. Hold it in. When we finally speak, that's it. And sometimes our word is our bond because we barely speak. And if a man tells you, a lot of times when he's telling you something he doesn't like that you're doing, he's telling you from the bottom of his heart. Because yeah, you'll be married and wonder, man, that's why he left me. That's why I'm divorced now. I didn't listen to him. So listen to your man. I'm telling you, ladies, it'll go a long way.
Right, so I've got a question, especially tailored to the guys of our generation, right? I don't know if it's a thing where guys don't move to girls anymore in public. I don't even know, but basically this happened to me on the train last week, and it's happened many times. Like, it's actually happened quite a few times, too many to count. I'm on the train, I look up, someone is coincidentally looking at my direction. I look up, they look away. I'm like, okay, maybe this is, you know, just casually just looking up and you just catch each other's eyes. But then it happened the second time. I just looked up from my phone and I just see dead in my eyes somebody staring at me, thinking, is there something on my face? The third time this happens, I said, okay, this is not a coincidence. What's going on? If you want to tell me something, please, I beg, tell me. And I'm one of the most least intimidating people you can literally imagine. I can literally have a conversation with a brick wall. I'm a very friendly person, but I don't know if my face says otherwise, because they'll just get off the train like nothing happened. And I'll literally be like, but sir, you have a beautiful face. I don't know. Is it me? Do I need to seem more approachable? Because I have heard that women have actually let guys down very harshly. So is it a thing where guys just don't move to girls anymore because of that? I don't know.
It's for a lot of reasons, but yeah, the man could have looked at you and saw a nightmare. He wanted to talk, but that's how all men think because of past traumas. Not even past traumas that they've gone through, but other men have gone through. Also past traumas of look at when a lady, she's looking at TikTok. She's taking it as information, like as if she was learning something. And what do you see? Call me right away. Don't call me right away. Call me right away. Don't call me right away. What is that causing? Confusion. And what a lot of you don't realize is the modern dating market is confusion. It's confusion for men, and they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with talking because they see the consequences men face from talking to someone in the street or approaching her nicely, saying, hey, I think you have nice hair. Then what would you have said? Oh, you would have rejected him to see if he's going to come harder. This is what they do. And they say, oh, I rejected you, but you. Then she's going to say, oh, come harder next time. That's going to be her next thing she's talking about. Oh, come harder. Oh, I get the ick when guys don't, when I say no and they give up right away. Because you've seen it on TikTok. You've seen it on Instagram, everywhere. It's ridiculous.
Me and my baby dad, we just, I think we just grew apart.
Yeah, that happened.
And we really, it's healthy. Mm-hmm. We graceful. I just want him to be a great dad to my kids. Right. That's it. At this point, I don't think we just mentally are in the same.
Yeah. I won't count what you did as a crash out. I was like, okay. And I think too, it's important for people to see, because I feel like this. I don't know you personally. This is the first time I've ever met you, but being somebody who's like a fan of yours and I, watch your social media, I feel like you handled it the right way, and women need to see that.
Yeah, and I kept going. I didn't, but showing them. Yeah, and I'm not acting like I don't give a.
Right.
I'm hurt.
Yeah.
I'm hurt. I had 2 kids with somebody.
Right.
Of course, I thought that was going to be it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Of course I didn't want it to go that way.
Right.
I wouldn't have had the kids.
Right.
Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to be the and trying to act tough, and no, my heart got broken too. Mm-hmm. I'm human like you. Yeah. Things happen. It's time to go on, and it's no hard feelings.
Right.
I'm not trying to do nothing to tarnish that man. None of that, it is what it is.
Yeah, you shouldn't be, but this is another example. A lot of ladies need to see this because you should marry before you carry, so you don't have regrets in life. She said it. She wouldn't have had 2 kids with Tracy T if she knew their relationship would fail. So you gotta date a guy, especially if you're younger, especially if you're a woman that wants to have fun, thinking this can fail. I should strap up, or I should use some kind of birth control on top of strapping up, and be responsible. Because him, a guy, probably from the hood, if he doesn't think for his own safety, if he's not thinking that way, then he's just trying to hit it raw. And if he has a baby, yeah, some guys will trap you and put a baby in you. So it happens all the time. So is she a victim? No, she's not a victim. She's a statistic. That's what she is. She's a stat. That's a well-known stat all throughout the black community. And I'm getting tired of seeing it. I'm sure you are too. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, click that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Thanks for watching. See you next video.